Good morning, guys. What's up? Man, sad freaking day. 2 days now. We got Sea Dragon at the top of the collection rankings. Man, what a bunch of bullshit. Good morning. Hey, Jeekles. What's up, brother? Dude, it's so boring in NFTs. Name me one project who's got news, who's doing anything, who's making weight, like anything. And I mean any chain. One project. Dude, literally nothing. Sea Dragon. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I do like seeing volume and stuff like Pudgy Penguins and CryptoPunks and Bored Apes, all the like those top tier collections. I like seeing volume in there. I like seeing those prices being low and finding collectors who are like, hey, here's my chance. Here's my chance to get in. I dig that. Yeah, let's peek at some floor prices here. What are we going to get into today? Guys, we're going to look at the crypto market. I'm going to get a little deeper into NFTs. DJT. Starting to get a little more info there, man. I don't know. I think it's more clear what the token is, what it isn't. It's not a Donald Trump token. I need some jams today. It's not a Donald Trump token. It's maybe a Barron Trump token. I feel like it's being talked to death at this point, but I mean, it's still interesting. It still is kind of interesting. But I lean more towards scammy more than it is like anything real that like deserves our attention. It just happens to be like the only thing going on right now. We got the new Friend Tech tournament, the Tactics tournament, which love it. I love it, dude. And you can't even get into that Tactics tournament if you wanted to right now. It's closed. That thing's sold out maybe in an hour. Probably not even an hour. Love it. New style tournament over on Fantasy Top. You don't have to own any cards, man. You just pay this $20 entry fee. You basically rent a deck, is what it appears to be. Dude, I dig it. I really, really do. So I like that a lot. But yeah, pretty darn quiet just across this Web3 ecosystem. It's quiet in crypto. It's quiet in NFTs. And I'll take it. I've learned to really appreciate the quiet times too. Is as boring as it can be, and sometimes that boredom turns to aggravation. Appreciate those times, because when things start cooking, and it's going to cook, you know, it gets to the point where you can't even keep up with stuff. And that is not necessarily fun either. With that said, you guys remember, if you saw the afternoon show yesterday, you know that Celtics clip that's going viral, right? That half-court shot and that energy there. I think we might have played it here too yesterday. I can't wait for that energy to come back here, and it's going to. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I don't think we're far off. Anyway, let me look at the comments. Let me see who's here. Let me see who's hanging. Marco, good morning. Benny, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. You guys buying? You guys shopping? DeYank hopped in the show this morning. Deploying some capital, getting some, like, honestly, being really, really smart, I think, with this market. I think he bought a Lil Pudgy, got himself a Node Monk, a Puppet, an OMB, right? In fact, let's actually start looking over here. Draco, what's up, brother? Dude, great to see you. Oh, hey, send it to me. I think I saw it. I don't know why I like that fan shot from way up high. Send me that clip. I know you're a Celtics fan. Yes, DM me that clip. All right, I need some music. Hang on. By the way, I can't wait for the afternoon show. We've got a goal. Maybe this is absolutely, I mean, this might be the stupidest thing ever, but we have a goal of having our worst show ever. Like, and I don't think we even know what that means, but we're going to try really hard to have a terrible show. I hope you like it. Dude, I hated this song at first. I dig it now, man. Good stuff. Okay. Dude, do you mind? Are you able to DM? Because I can't copy paste here. Marco, that's a good question. That mint is today. I don't know if they're guaranteed or first come, first serve. Really, let's see if Tickle hops in. Actually, I'll DM him and ask. But yeah, list was submitted to the team, so should be good to go. I'm going to ask Tickle right now. All right. Awaiting our answer here. Oh, wow. Hey. Pretty big difference here looking at ETH NFTs and then switching over to switching over to ordinals, right? Ordinals finding support. I'm telling this NFT run, it's going to be very, very different over in ordinals. Very different. This run is going to be on ordinals. Oh, wow, dude. An OMB for 0.22. Regretting some decisions right now. Kinda. Hey, Jared, good morning, man. Jared, you're coming tomorrow, right? I think we got Jared again tomorrow, guys. Art Thursdays. Oh, dude, Cosmos. Dude, so bad. I would say there's nothing more. Okay, let me think. I don't think there's anything I want more than an OMB. I don't think anything. Even a second Quantum Cat. Even a Node Monk. Okay. Milady. OMB. Exact same. Exact fucking same. And it's funny because they're similar. Similar vibe. You know, like they're a play on the culture. Hell yes, Jared. Okay, cool. Dude, I'm excited to have you back. Actually, dude, interesting because we got that big mint coming up tomorrow on FX Hash. Tomorrow's Entangled Day, guys. So set a reminder. I'll remind you, of course. It's my reminder right now. Go swap something for some Tezos. And I got to get a little ETH, 0.14. Tezos, well, hang on. We got to think strategy, guys. Okay. Screeching halt. Now I'm excited because we get to talk a little art today. Sorry, I'm not going to steal our thunder for tomorrow fully here, but I want to see if FX Hash put up the Entangle drop. You guys watching? I don't know. Okay, I don't know, Cardno, if you watch. I don't know. Cardno, you out there? I think not. Somebody was asking me. I think someone was asking me for some art calls last week, and I'm like, it's Entangled. It's just Entangled. There might be more, right? To be honest, I'm not super focused on art right now. The mint a week ago, just showed me. It was a week ago. Wow, it just showed me it's not back. It's not ready yet. But he asked me what's big that's upcoming. It's Entangled, man. It's that one. Okay, they've not published it yet. Which is kind of a bummer. I'd love to start clicking through iterations, man. That should be up by now. Come on. Okay, but we got to do some thinking, some game planning for tomorrow. It's a big mint. It's a big mint. It may be a mint out. Hey, one of these collections has got to be our first, not indicator, but our first mint in this season. Let's call it a season, right? This NFT season, this next art season. Okay, we didn't get the mint out last week until price just dropped to 0.1. One of the new mints is going to mint out. It's got to be someone. It's got to start somewhere. Maybe it starts with Entangled. Okay. Since it's not up here... Oh. I got a lot to get to today now that I think of it. All right. Starting to get a little excited here. Let's pull up Entangled. Let's just get to the tweets about it, because Bjorn is definitely tweeting a little bit more about this, by the way. Oh, Jared, I see you applied to be a speaker at VCon. We know someone that could put in a good word for you. Yeah. Let's phone a friend here in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna bug Joe. We're gonna get Joe to put in a good word. Let's see if he can do it. Dude, I'd love to hear you chat there. Although I don't think I'm going. There's not enough Web3 stuff this year, you know? Okay. Bjorn. But here's what we got to figure out while I'm looking for this. Okay, it's what price we're going in at. It's which are you going for? Are you going for ETH or are you going for Tezos? Dude, I love how this StreamYard app, I love how it does that with those characters at the end. I still don't know what the heck that... I never know what people are dropping there. Okay, Narco guaranteed. Good stuff. That mint's coming when? this morning, like nowish. Coming really soon. Okay. Man, publish this thing. We want our iterations. Oh, dude, I forgot this kills my stream a little, but we'll power through it. Which one's a Friday mint, Marco? Because Entangled's tomorrow. That's a nice Thursday mint for us. 1 p.m. Eastern time, so we won't be able to do it live on this show. I may fire up a stream just for the mint. I like doing that sometimes, especially when we're trying to feel out our entry, like where we're getting in. It's kind of fun to do that live. So, dude, this is so cool. This is so stinking cool. I feel like they changed this. I might be wrong, but I feel like they had the like red-green versions up here, not the black and white. Again, might be wrong, but dude, these are so cool. All right. 0.145 ETH is where it starts. It's going to get as low as 0.065. I don't see any way this doesn't sell out. I see FX Hash putting a lot of attention, like a lot of time behind this one, like promoting it, right? And it's not that big of a collection. 512 across both blockchains. And I think you got Tezos guys who are itching to show that Tezos maybe's back, right? So I think we'll get some good support on Tezos too. I'd love one of each. I don't love... I'll tell you this. I still don't love the idea that they're not guaranteed to be entangled. If you buy two, they're not just entangled by default. It's already set. It's predetermined ahead of time that there's entangled ones, and you're going to have to go out there and play secondary or make trades with your buddies. I don't love that. It's fine, you know. You can collect entangled on both chains. Only one. Editions may be entangled across chains. Okay, so you can get entangled on the same chain. You can get two Tezos pieces that are entangled. Okay, I thought it was only across chains. That's cool. I don't know. It's interesting. It's just an interesting collection. It's a great-looking collection. And I've just always had this soft spot for interactive stuff. Always. Interactive stuff is what really got me, like, maybe excited for generative art. It's hard to beat that, man. Interactive generative art. It's just so exciting. Man, I could play with this one just... I don't know why. I could play with this forever. I would love to click through iterations, though. Really would. I want to see what's the variety like. Is it different colors? Is it different shapes? Is it a different kind of, like, dithering effect? You know what I mean? Like, what more can you do with it? Can you do some zooming and stuff? I'd love to get my hands on this collection. I wonder if they've talked about when this is going to get published. Oh, okay, so Narcos is today at 12. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm mixing things up. Narcos is tomorrow, so Narcos is Friday. Today's Wednesday, good lord. Narcos is Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Marco's saying it's first come, first serve, but Tickle saying guaranteed, okay. Maybe should I pull up? Are we squared away on Narcos, or should I pull that up? Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Marco. Come on, guys, publish this though. If you're interested in this collection, by the way, like I said, FX Hash putting some good attention on it. Again, like a lot of content around it. There's some good interviews with the artist. And I think we got some good breakdowns of the process behind it. Is this ciphered here? Hang on, let me kill the music. This is cool.
On both of these entangled iterations, then
is that ciphered? Yeah, it is. That is ciphered.
Ciphered. For this quick video.
So Cypher, the founder of FX Hash. This is really cool.
We've been working on 4 entangled.
Dude, this is super cool. Okay, hang on, we're gonna watch this for a minute. Definitely, guys. Don't worry. We're getting to NFTs, getting to DJT.
It revolves around working closely with artists in building new kind of experiences for spectators, collectors, viewers that are going to experience the collections that are being released on the internet. So for this first project, we wanted to provide some kind of
Dude, this is interesting.
visualization. So the big concept behind the collection is that on one end we have Tezos, and on the other we have Ethereum, right? And both of them, you know, and some of the
Okay, what is he showing here? This is cool. Like, there's like dates at the bottom.
That's
ETH on the
concept
right,
behind the
Tezos on the
project.
left.
So you will have one iteration Entangle.
Like, it
one
almost looks like there's a
iteration on Tezos
dashboard for
Entangled
Entangled.
with another one on Ethereum.
I think this is really interesting.
Goes the same for this visualizer. So how it works is that you have a time slider at the bottom that allows you to navigate through time, and in doing so you will see the graph evolving based on when the cursor is. On a side note, this is mock-up. This is mock data. This isn't the actual.
Is this showing how it's going to
data.
match entangled pairs?
Of course, because the project isn't released yet. The idea is that, you know, at first you have sort of a blank, almost very faded state, and as iterations or being as perfect pairs or being matched by collectors that find them on the, you know, one way or the other on the secondary market and minted some on the primary market, then you will see these links being colored. So the colors will match the actual colors that you get in the
so cool
on the actual iterations. Some way made.
So when they're matched, when you actually get an entangled pair, maybe in your wallet,
see some of the
this visualizer lights up that link between them.
Appearing on the graph, it should, I don't know, say you want to see this iteration, you will see like on the left side the
I hope this visualizer becomes
side,
public.
Ethereum one. By clicking on these, you can navigate.
This is how you find your pairs.
Page of such
okay. I bet this visualizer will be public, and this is how you'll discover where your pair is. This is awesome.
The user popping and all the iterations they own cross chain. It allows you to very easily navigate.
Dude, so cool.
You know, on by way of also you want us to build more of this over time. I mean, I was pretty hyped to work on this, and it was like a good exercise to get a little back into it.
Dude, I'd love to get Cypher on this show and Bjorn on this show. That would be so damn cool. Again, they're putting some effort behind promoting this thing. Maybe they'd come on. I got to give that a try. This is awesome. I have noticed sales picking up over on FX Hash. I have. It's not crazy. Like, nothing crazy, but if we're watching for signs, let's peek at the sales bot. If you're looking for signs, there's definitely people paying attention and starting to shop. Definitely. Okay? Nothing crazy. But I'll tell you, like, I have alerts on, I have notifications on for the FX Hash sales bot, and it's definitely picked up here over the past, I'll say 2-ish weeks compared to what it was, which was completely dead. It's definitely picked up. Pretty exciting. Yeah, dude, we got to figure out where we're minting at. I said initially I was going in at the top on the ETH side, right? ETH side opens up before the Tezos side. So I said I'd go in right at the top. I just didn't want to miss this collection. I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure if I'm sticking to that. I don't know if I feel the need to go in at 0.145. When it can fall all the way to 0.065, and in the middle, just 10 minutes in, right? The price will drop every 5 minutes. 10 minutes in is when the Tezos side goes live, right? So you're going to have both sides minting at the same time. 10 minutes in, the ETH side will have already dropped by point. Well, let me see what the increments were again. 10 minutes in, it'll be down to 0.1. So if you wait those 10 minutes for the launch of the Tezos side, you're then looking at a 0.1 ETH mint over on ETH or a 600 Tez mint over on Tezos. Man, oh man, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Price of Tezos, 77 cents. Okay. All right, so you're looking at like a $460 if you get in at the top on the Tezos side, and then on the ETH side, at that same time, right? You're about $350. Man, what are you guys going to do? First off, are you minting, and how are you going to play this mint? Again, if you're doing it, I feel like the demand's going to be there. I do. Hey, maybe we should peek at the FX Hash Discord too. Yeah, I have a feeling people are excited for this one. Let's peek. I haven't been in the FX Hash Discord in a while, right? So I'd like to get a feel for. Yeah, if people, how are people talking about it? Is activity up? Like talking about this collection? Like what's people's strategy here? Looks pretty quiet, honestly. Here, let me share the screen. You know, one of my favorite times here in NFTs was when FX Hash was just like, it was one of my favorite. I mean, for a while, it was my favorite Discord. Not even one of it was my favorite Discord. Just it was super active. Great alpha there, just great alpha. But just a lot of people having like so much fun talking about art and discovering art. And to be totally honest, the price action over there was just a blast too. Just a blast. Everybody winning all over the place and happy with what they've collected. That's something special with the art side, I think, is like, look, if you're minting something and you're taking a loss, I would say more often than not, you're usually collecting something you just like anyways, right? So you don't feel like you lost per se, because you have something, again, hopefully that you got because you liked it so much. You loved it. Okay, let's see. I want to see... Just want to see people chatting about Entangled here. This is what I was curious about, guys. The option to explore, right? Okay, so will we be able to explore Entangled well in advance of Thursday? Frustrated I can't explore the dude. That's where I am. So when I have a hyped mint on FX Hash specifically, or Art Blocks, any of these platforms for generative art that lets you explore outputs, which is a really, really important thing to do if you're trying to get into a collection. I would assume platforms like FX Hash understand this. For me to understand the collection, I have to understand the outputs. I have to understand the probability of hitting certain colors and the patterns, like all those things that come into the mix with generative art. I have to understand the likelihood of them coming up. It helps me understand the intention of the artwork. Right? Something that may be rare to proc, right? To land this color scheme or again, the palette or the shape, whatever it is, for it to come up rare is usually on purpose, right? They're going to give weight to different things, different traits. And there's usually a reason for that, a reason that has to do with the, artistic vision. And I want to know that. I want to know it. I want to explore the algorithm. I want to click and see that after I click 2,000 times, I only came up with this color scheme once. It helps me understand the message of the collection and the artist, right? It does. So I don't love when there's a collection coming out that I can't go spend literally hours, and that's what I do, on the ones I'm very excited for, hours clicking and clicking and clicking, and just going through iterations and really wrapping my head around what this collection will resemble. None of those iterations that you're playing through are actually going to be spit out when you mint. None of them, right? You're never going to get an exact copy. You're never going to get exactly what you click there. They're just examples of what happens when you generate that code. But I need to see it, man. I need to see it. I love this stuff. Okay. A lot of conversations. I get this off. There we go. There's been a lot of conversation about how the gen art market has changed in Web3, not least in the waiting to be signed Snowfro interview. I think we need to start using a mature approach, moving away from mystery and suspense, instead providing as much info as possible on what the buyers might... Dude, agreed. Okay, so Paul might come on this show. I would like Paul to come on. He came on a Crypto Slam podcast with us once. If you guys ever want to go through historic... Lemon, get the fuck out. Oh, my God. I got to show you this... Not great at promoting ourselves, right? Just being totally honest. But if you want to see where I used to, I cut my teeth a bit doing content. Okay, I don't want to say any of this is great, but we got some really, really cool interviews over on the Crypto Slam channel, right? We have our very last one. We call this Crypto Slam Clubhouse. We had Tyler from Lucky Trader. I think one of the co-founders of Sorare, the CTO of Wax. Really, really cool episode here, right? There's some really good content here. I'm bringing this up because we had Paul from FX Hash on here at one point. That was one of my favorite interviews to do. We had I'm trying to think, a director VP from Polygon on here. Like really, really fucking great guests here. If you ever want to dive into some older content, and I think some pretty, damn, look at that beard. Holy shit. Red Lion, Angie Taylor, co-founder of Autograph. Damn, that beard's ridiculous. There's the FX Hash one. Fucking cool. Really, really fucking cool. Anyway, just wanted to show you. There's some really good content over there. What was the point of that? The point was I would love to get Paul on this show. That was the point. Oh, dude. Oh, such an idiot. Yeah, I was sharing my Discord. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can go find Crypto Slam over on YouTube. You'll see all the interviews. You at least heard who I mentioned. Again, Paul from FX Hash, co-founder Autograph, Tyler, like great guests over there. Really cool shows. Yeah, you were still looking at Discord. My bad, fellas. What do you mean update my Discord? Is there a new version of Discord? My Discord auto updates. I've never updated Discord. All right, let's see. So is that you get the entangled for any two that you buy, whether on Tez. You don't get entangled. You are almost definitely not going to mint an entangled pair. You're going to be minting like one-offs, right? They will have an entangled pair somewhere out there in the collection that you're going to have to go find and track down. You're going to have to go track down the other owner and try to make a deal. You know, like, I don't love that. I don't love it. Ah, thanks, guys. I'm not updating. Not doing it now. Just to be an asshole. Not doing it. Okay, so Tickle, like, right, I don't love that you got to go track it down. With that said, the fact that they have a tool to help track it down is actually kind of cool, right? Because the Sense collection, I'll share my screen now. I'll stop being an idiot here. The Sense collection over on Bitcoin. Okay, that had a little element to this too. Had a little element, right? Let's go look at Sense. I did not expect today to take an art turn. And don't worry, not stealing our thunder for tomorrow. Plenty to talk about. But the Sense not Sense. Jesus, what is wrong with me today? Flora forms. Okay. Similar here, right? Where there's twins and there's triplets and there's quads. And I think there's even some of these outputs that there's 5 iterations. Like exact copies, right? And owning the twins, owning the pairs, owning the multiples is going to lead to some kind of evolution for your artwork. But to get them, like, it's like you got to go track these people down, and it's so hard to track down owners on Bitcoin. Like, it's so fucking hard. So the fact that Entangled is going to give you a tool to do this, I dig that, okay? I still don't love that you mint 2 and you don't get an entangled pair. I don't love that. I kind of, like, there's something cool about it, but I'd rather mint it. How about this? What if you had the choice? What if you pay a little extra to guarantee you have an entangled? Or what if it is, if you mint 1 on each side, it's guaranteed to be entangled? If you mint a 1-off, not entangled. If you mint 2 on the same chain, not entangled. There's got to be something like that. I think that would be cool. Oh, even better idea. Oh, dude, darn. Well, okay, Tickle, I don't know if you caught just a minute ago. I don't think it's going to take much work to find your pair, right? If you saw that video we were just playing, they have a tool that's going to show it. You literally will be able to click on it and find that person. Like, you'll see their address. I'm assuming, yeah, I assume there's going to be a way to track them down much easier, right? But I'm with you. Here's an idea. If you mint Tez and ETH, yeah, I think so. The other thing too, Lemon, do you mint on FX Hash? Like, are you a collector over there? Yeah. Well, possibly, Tickle, possibly. Like, if they've just got if they're also looking for a pair too, it's like, I think it gets interesting where you work out like multiple party trades. It could be fun. Like, you know, if you're, yeah, it's tricky. If you're busy and don't have the time for that, it's really tricky. I'm hoping this becomes kind of a really cool community thing, and there's just like some fun involved with tracking down your pair. It's also going to make the entangled pairs more rare, which I think is cool. I always like rarity added to this. Okay, do you guys remember? Kind of true. Well, it is on ETH now, so but kind of. I mean, mostly true. Okay, to be fair, mostly true. And I was only asking to see if you were aware of something relatively new they added in like later last year, and I want to pull it up here. Let me share my collection. Yeah, agreed. If I don't get that interaction, it's like that is what's like attracted me to the collection. If that's not there, my little floaty orb thing is a little less cool to me. Okay, does that, let's think about it. Does that drive down the price of the mint? Like, are people going to wait and mint at the bottom because you're just thinking that you're just getting the one-off and you're going to need to save some of your money to go after these on secondary? Like, that's well, that might be how it plays out. I don't know, man. I feel like I want to mint one at the top just to get one, just to make sure I lock it in and then hope that I can get its pair on the secondary cheap enough. And the cool thing, too, to be totally honest, the FX hash community is really fucking cool. I don't think anybody's going to look to like fuck you over and jack up prices, right, for you to get your pair. I think people are going to be really willing to work with you and give you a really fair price. Really, I think that's the case, right? Hey, here's the prediction. Just again, having a lot of experience on Tezos on collecting over here, I have a feeling there might be a big time rally around the Tezos side. It's just a feeling. I think the Tezos side might outperform the ETH side. Just a feeling. Okay, what I want to show. Let me find one of these collections. Man. Dude, it's so cool. Look, this is a Robness collection. Robness is, I think, his first generative collection, or at the very least, his first generate collection. Oh, dude, I miss FX Hash so much. I really love this stuff, man. I really loved it. I love my collection. And this is where I say, I don't care that it's worth nothing right now. I love it. Man, these train NFTs, you can literally piece them together and build this generative scene. It's animated. It actually is a train like riding through scenery. It's so cool. Like, it's so cool. Okay. What I'm looking for, and by the way, this is my absolute favorite here. Okay. They mint tickets here. Some collections will mint tickets where okay, you get the ticket, you don't get your output, you get to pick parameters. You pick your output. And what I'm thinking is it would be really cool, really fucking cool, is if you mint that version. Maybe you pay a premium on the ticket, but if you mint 2 tickets and you generate your outputs, maybe that guarantees you an entangled pair. Something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that. So, right, you got this section for tickets. Does this show history? I just wanted to find those tickets to show. But yeah, point there is, yeah, I wish there was a mechanic. I really wish there was a mechanic here to get your entangled pair. It does take away a little bit. Yeah, I think the Tezos one's going to do well. Tez to USDT brutal. You know, it's like, it's funny. I never swap between the two. It's like I go I go from actually, funny enough, I usually just buy Tez. Like, I don't buy crypto, but other than Tez, that's like the only token I actually buy. Like not converting any crypto to it. I usually buy it because it's so cheap. And then for the most part, it's usually, you know, especially in the good times, profits always fed future collecting. Different now, though, for sure. I just got to flex this one. I love this so much. I mean, this is legitimately, like, I think I think it's my favorite piece of art. I forget how it works, too. You can change the perspective, and God, I totally forget how it works. There's different keys on your keyboard you hit, and they do different things with the art. There's a lot to it. I love it. It's a really cool. It is generative. It is persistent. It changes every day. This changes. Yeah, I just love this collection. But Entangled. Back to Entangled. Yeah, I really want that one to do well. But more than that, God damn it, I want my Entangled pair. I really do. So, by the way, it does look like you get different shapes. That'll be a part of this. I want my pair, dude. I'm going to be a little bummed if I don't get a pair. It's good for secondary. Okay, let's think of this. FX Hash has a lot of artist collectors, right? Collectors who are artists who, you probably think, maybe this is stupid, but I usually think of struggling artists. You know, that narrative, the struggling artists. Man, these guys got some bags of crypto, right? When they make sales, they usually put aside, dude, a lot of these guys, they put aside all of it just to collect more. I think you're going to see a lot of artists supporting this mint. Remember, this is probably the biggest mint we've seen on FX Hash in a long time. Maybe the biggest mint we saw prior to this was Zancan. It was Charcoal Seeds. I think that was maybe the last big mint we saw on FX Hash. That was a quick sellout. Did well on secondary, all those things, right? This has got to be the biggest mint since then. I think there's a lot of people who are just itching for a new FX Hash collection, especially one that is Ontes, right? Ontezos. I think we're going to see a lot of support for this collection. I think I want in. And don't forget the fact that this thing still had 10 million views. So, God, we'll see. More and more I'm feeling like I want to stream during it because it is such a fluid situation here with this one. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. Price-wise, secondary, like just all of this. I don't know. Oh, dude, okay. So back to Discord. And just showing more about when we can start running through outputs. You're not going to be able to explore this till tomorrow, right? You're not going to be able to go explore ahead of time. Only discoverable during the release, randomness at its bet. And then with that, this guy's out. Right? He's out. I get it. It's like if you can't explore it till it's live when other people are minting it, and you're trying to be a little smarter, seeing if you actually like the collection, right? If you can't see all the outputs, you're just seeing a very small curated section of these. You know, some people are not going to spend their hundreds of dollars on this thing. Okay, so the plan is to publish this early tomorrow. Oh, actually, hang on. The plan is to go on mainnet early Wednesday. Some things might be kept secret until the release itself. More sneak peeks on Twitter. And this is the artist, by the way. Sneak peeks appreciated for collections I'm interested in the past. I've generated quite a few and saved. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's some... Yeah, again, I don't mean to just be reading this off to you, but I'm really curious. Okay. Okay, so there's randomness based on mint numbers. Yeah, they just don't want to show it early. I get it. You want to unveil it and have everything come out kind of all at once. You know, it's a marketing thing. I see. I don't get this mint fatigue. I love scrolling. I'm not like everyone. Everyone's not like me, but like, I love scrolling through literally thousands of outputs, thousands and thousands and thousands. Was somebody asking about whitelists? Oh, okay. Yeah, no whitelists, I think. No whitelists. I don't know. I think I'm going to mint it. You know, in the same way, Tickle, I think you minted, was it that Frogs collection or something? I think that one's a bit cheaper, right? But in the same way, sometimes you mint something just because of why not. You know, kind of roll the dice. But kind of you just want to mint something and just, you know, you want to feel alive for a day. I think I got to mint no matter what. Definitely gonna grab one. Probably gonna grab two. The second to give me a little firepower to mint the second, or to trade, right? To get on secondary and try to find my pair. It's really now a question about what price to go in at. Yeah, I get it. Yep. Yeah, it's tricky. The fact that it's gonna take more work than just minting, I get it. So we'll see. Especially in a market as bad as it is right now, right? Just adding friction is probably not the best idea, but consider that maybe that's part of the story of the piece, right? It's kind of part of the body of work. Like there's a lot of performance art involved with the collection itself. It's not just the process of creating it. It's not just the output itself. Even the sale is part of the experience of art. So in a way, it's something that kind of should add to the experience here. You know, the whole chasing down your pair. Picture, so maybe a weird analogy. Picture like the goose, right? The Dmitry Cherniak, you know, that from the Ringers collection, you know, $5-6 million piece. Imagine if that had a little element to it too. There would be another story with the lore of how it was acquired and how it took doing this and then this and this. You know, again, it becomes part of the story, the experience of these collections. So, you know, there's something about it I like. It's a tricky collection. It's a little challenging. It's not super straightforward. It's not click and mint and you're done and you got your pair. It's going to take a little more work. I'll say this. At this point, as bored as I am with the general NFT space, and I'm going to look at my timeline and you'll see, like, you know, just it's a shit show out there. It's fucking awful. It's the dude, okay, the first thing that pops up, Martin Shkreli. That's, you know, like, if I'm talking about what am I spending my time doing in this space in the past 2 days has been nothing but reading this shit, I'll tell you what. I'll gladly be distracted by a collection that, yes, I'm going to have to spend a little time on and maybe a little more money on. But man, if we haven't spent so much time and money on just stupid shit, like wasted our time left and right on everything else, I think you know what? I'm literally talking myself into minting this. I would rather waste a whole bunch of time in this tomorrow. Like gladly. Oh, dude, every time you refresh the site, it changes this. Okay. Hang on. Okay, it's going to freeze up my screen. I'll move off this in a second, guys. I know we spent a while on this collection. Perfect that we got Jared on tomorrow. I cannot wait to hear his thoughts on this. So I'm sorry, we'll kind of be double dipping. But I want to hear his thoughts on this experience and if he thinks that it detracts. But look at this, guys. Just refreshing, different colors, different shapes here in the middle too, but the way they entangle is different. Where the last iteration, that like connection between the two, it would wrap around itself. This one a straight shot. So I think there's going to be variety in the way it entangles and like the thickness of the line. And if you're not an art collector, this is probably stupid as fuck to be analyzing something like that. But if you're into generative art, right? If you're a gen art collector, that's the exact kind of stuff that gets you excited. For me, that's what I want to go and play with these outputs all day just to see stuff like that. Okay, now I'm refreshing and I'm still getting the same output, so I wonder if it's a time thing, like more on the back end of the site. It could be that. No, okay, here's a different one. Okay, so there you got just black and white, and you got the entangled swirling again. Dude, I love this. I'm minting. I'm definitely minting. Definitely minting. Okay, there's a green one. Circle in the middle, not that little diamondy thing. I'm definitely minting this. No chance I'm missing it. It's now back to, am I going to mint at the top? Ooh, another cool black and there's a true black and white. This is so cool. So maybe the pair thing, maybe the reason it's more like predefined pairs is, would you really want to mix I think you want the pairs to look nice. So maybe, hey buddy, maybe you want, maybe it's more for the aesthetic of the collection, right? When you're looking at the collection as a whole, I think you want it to look a certain way. It's the presentation of the thing. Okay, the white outside, red middle, red outside, white middle. That's a cool entangled pair. Come on. Right? I think then if you started getting into like red with a white middle and then you had a green with a different color middle and the shape was different, maybe it just wouldn't look as good as if these were predefined. I love this, man. I am minting. I'm minting too. I'm sticking to the original game plan. One on ETH, one on Tezos. If I lose money, I'll tell you this. I don't think I'll lose more than half the value, if I buy at the top. Well, that's not true. If I buy at the top and these mint out at the bottom, and then they fall half from there, you know, it could take a loss, but I'm willing to lose a few $100, $500 for something that I think is just so damn cool. This is so cool. Okay, let's move off this, but I'm definitely minting. Yeah, Friday though we'll get into the Narcos mint. That one's a cheap one too, so I'll probably mint that one with you guys. Remind me the time again. That one's 12 Eastern time, so 11 Central time. That'll be right at hang on. No, that'd be an hour after this show ends. I might start getting the habit of when I'm minting, like firing up a live stream and start minting live. I think that'd be kind of fun. So might do that. So tomorrow I'll probably fire up the stream when this goes live. Not sure if that's here or over on my channel. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll probably mix that up. I don't care. All right. Anyways, now that we're 45 freaking minutes in, let's get into some topics real quick. Pretty surface level. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I did not mean to spend so much time on that, but we haven't had any big exciting mints that we've gotten to dive into together, so it felt appropriate. But tomorrow we'll spend some time on that with Jared. And there's more to talk about. Very excited to have him tomorrow. How are our runes bags looking? Let's see. Dog 600 million market cap. Guys, fucking pups are wrecked, huh? Yes. Hey, dude, great question. Let's do that. Let's get to runes in a second. I'll tell you this. Everything on Bitcoin's a buy right now. I mean it. Everything. Everything over here is a buy right now. Okay, Node Monks. Dude, Node Monks fell to 0.18. Okay, back up to 0.2, up to 11%. Yes, dude, guys. Oh, these things are so automatic, dude. There's so much support in these collections. This is where the NFT run's going to be. When Node Monks dropped to 0.18, I wish I had it. And I'm sure most of you may be in the same spot. Maybe not. I hope you're not. But I wish I had it because I would have bought at 0.18. I would have been buying just to make 0.02, because guys, 0.02 is over $1,000. It's so, guys, fucking trading over on Bit and Ordinals is so easy. It takes a little more, but it's so easy. Puppets are a buy at 0.12. Puppets could fall to 0.1, right? They could, but they're also definitely going to get back to 0.3. 0.2 even in the shorter term, 0.18 in the shorter term. It's going to happen. I mean, conceding that they can fall back to 0.1 and maybe even 0.09, maybe. I don't know. They got a ton of support too. Node Monks are a buy. Puppets are a buy. All these things are buys. OMB at 0.2 or 0.21. Dude, yes. I don't agree there, Lemon. I don't. Okay. If you're talking, you need it in a certain time frame. If we're saying I need to make some money, am I buying a puppet right now or a Node Monk right now to make this in a week? I'm not gonna tell you to do that then, because I don't know that these go up in a week. I can tell you for sure. I can tell you like 99% for sure. These are going up in a matter of a few months, right? And I don't know that anybody wants their money held up that long, right? And truthfully, I don't think it'll be that long, but there's very little I have as much conviction in as I do these collections. So if I were saying, if I'm buying a puppet right now, I'm buying it because I know, for me, it's 100%. When I say it publicly, it's 99% sure. I'm 100% sure puppets are going to be back to 0.2. 100%. Node Monks, same, I'm 100% sure. It's probably still safer to say 99, right? And by the way, not financial advice. So yeah, you can lose if you're actually like realizing those losses here in the short term. But if you're not worried about right now and you're just looking for easy places to profit, it's these. Even if it's a matter of weeks, months that your money's stuck there, it's these. I have not seen any more automatic collections than this. I haven't, especially now for so many months watching how these trade, how these swing. These are, I cannot see anything else as automatic, right? Okay, I'm not experienced in the Solana ecosystem. I couldn't tell you if this is as common over there. Like if in the Mad Lads, you can trade it the exact same way. I just don't know, right? I don't trade swings. I don't trade NFTs like this a lot. The only other collections I used to do that in was like mostly Cyberkongs. There was a period of months where it was just babies, and it was so easy to just trade those swings because they were broad. And they happen frequently enough, like in a matter of like usually days or at the very most a week or two. And that's what I've seen now over and over and over and over again here on Bitcoin. So if I had it, I money where my mouth is the last time, right? Last time Node Monks dropped here, I bought. And then I sold, and it played out exactly like I thought. And that's been deployed in something a little more long term. But I would do I would do the exact same thing right here, and I would do it on this stream because I believe that. I believe what I'm saying. I believe everything I tell you guys, by the way. I do. I really do. I think OMB is one of the easiest plays at 0.21. But yeah, it's the big four. Node Monks, Puppets, OMB, and Quantum Cats. All those going to be way up. Quantum Cats, I'm a little more iffy right now at 0.25. Same thing applies. I see those guys they'll automatically will be back to 0.3. They'll be to 0.4. And then ultimately, I believe Quantum Cats over 1 Bitcoin. And I think even more than that. I do. But I just think, just seeing these swings, I think you got quicker returns coming in these collections more than Quantum Cats. Interesting stuff out there. Yeah, I wish I had it. I wish I did. Hang on, I missed some of this. What is Jungle Freaks? What is Jungle Freaks? What the fuck is that? And this is part of, I got to look up Jungle Freaks just to know for sure, but it's part of why I have this conviction is these aren't like most other collections. These are, especially something like Node Monks, it's a provenance play. It is like, man, that collection is in the conversation with CryptoPunks. It's crazy, right? They're not at that level. Well, I got to see him again. Dude, there's just, oh my God, yeah. All right. To me, it's so different. It's so different. It's so, like, to me, it's just strange to even compare them. I don't see it. To me, Node Monks are just, it's such a different thing. I mean, yeah. Anything could happen. Yes, that's why I'll give that 1%. Anything could happen, but I note, to me, that happens maybe in Puppets more than it can happen in Node Monks. Maybe I'm thinking about that as I say it. Puppets wouldn't give a shit. There's almost nothing that could cancel him. Maybe. Yeah, again, as I say it, I'm questioning that. By the way, I'm not the biggest believer in Puppets too. Like some of my friends too are very deep in the Ordinals ecosystem, see those going the exact route of Bitcoin frogs. I can see that playing out too. I think a lot of holders in Puppets are ETH guys, right? ETH guys who followed like Farouk and Thread Guy over. Not guys with big conviction, and probably not guys with, big bags where they can afford to take big losses. I don't have a ton of faith in Puppets other than as long as they stay cool. I'll say this, Lemon, what you're saying I think applies to Puppets a lot more than it does Node Monks and OMB and Quantum Cats. To me, this is the riskier of the bunch, and it's why they're lower than the rest too. It's exactly why. But no, yeah, I think Node Monks to me are one of the safest things to be trading those swings. Yeah, I remember these, dude. There's just so many goddamn collections. It's hard to keep up, and I am a boomer. I'm a boomer. My brain doesn't work like it used to. So, cut me a break, bro. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Was there more to that story? Huh. Damn. Dude, the money we used to all be sitting on, unrealized, but man, we've got a buddy from our little idiots group who, man, at one point was up millions on, I think on Galactic Apes. Traded all his, like sold all his Bored Apes, went all in on the Galactic Ape gang, I think it was. I think that was it. Like, bought some of the, the rarest in the collection for like a few hundred ETH, like some of the biggest ones, so 100 ETH, maybe 250 ETH on them. And then it was a rug, lost everything. Man, we've all fucked up. Quantum Cats is becoming very stable because people are starting to realize with it. Volume is always lower there, but yeah, Quantum Cats, I always use this term. I say this is the one that can move the most violently because the collection is the smallest of that group. Tiny collection. Not a lot of sellers too. I mean, man, people really, really believe in quantum cats. So they're very stable. They're very expensive. So it's this perfect combination of why they don't move as much. And remember, quantum cats used to be below Node Monks, Puppets, and probably OMB. It was like usually third or fourth price wise, right? But that changed. You see it in when things throttle back, when we get more into this micro bear, you see what people really value, and it is quantum cats. Right? So when the good times come back again, yes, these are probably going to fly and flip quantum cats, maybe in a big way, but ultimately, quantum cats will still have their run. Quantum cats will be the top PFP, the top collectible over on Bitcoin. I believe that. And I think in the long run, maybe the same applies. When we get through this cycle and we get to the next bear market, I don't think puppets keep their value. I'm not convinced Node Monks do, although I think they do. And I think OMB does, I think. But quantum cats, I think more than most of the rest, I think is going to. I think this is one of the more elite. And a lot of that is just the collection size. So small. Man, I'm such a big believer in quantum cats. So yeah. I love all these, by the way. I love them. I would love one of each. Yeah, sort of. I'm not regretting my other trade. I think it's going to be very nice, but I sort of wish I had it right now to grab a Node Monk. I don't know. I don't know that they're getting back to 0.25, 0.28 in the next couple of weeks. They might, though. I think sentiment can change in an instant here. The first debate coming up in about a week here. What are we looking at? 10 days or maybe 1 week or 10 days, something like that. It could set off fireworks here. The ETH ETFs, right, could set off fireworks here. Just a little sentiment change. Actually, it won't be little. It'll be huge. I mean, just in an instant, this all turns around and these things rip. And yeah, again, I think these are as automatic as you can get. Not financial advice. Anyway, this was big news yesterday. One of the things that can flip sentiment, but SEC no longer pursuing charges against Consensus. You know, they were calling ETH a security behind the scenes. They were not doing that publicly, but behind the scenes they were. That's done. That's over. Super bullish for ETH. And I'd like to check ETH prices again. Man, I don't want to buy ETH today, but I have to. I'm definitely going for Entangled tomorrow. Yeah, ETH up 3% in the past 24 hours, really off of that news. How's our Trump token doing? Dude, I'm so glad we didn't spend time on this. I really was, I don't know. If you wanted to hear about it, sorry, we can cover it in the afternoon show a little bit. Kind of getting tired of the DJT token narrative. I will just say, again, it's getting more, it's kind of being revealed who is involved on this. It's certainly Martin Shkreli. It's barren a bit. But why, dude, I'm so dumb today. I did not sleep much last night. GRC, whatever the fuck his name is. He's not paying up that $100 million he bet. He's not. He's saying the bet was about this being a Donald Trump token, right? An actual Donald Trump. Yeah, here, let me pull this up. Okay, GCR lost the bet. Not quite this tweet, but yeah, GCR lost the bet. Not paying, but again, it's not a Trump token. Trump didn't release it. Shkreli launched it. Barron loosely involved, barely. I don't know. It's still hard. We're not very clear. What is clear is it's a Martin Shkreli token. So that's what it is. I don't know. $100 million market cap. I mean, does this thing go to zero? Does it get some life? Is Barron Trump going to tweet about it? Does Barron Trump even have an X account? Does he? He might. I don't think he does, man. Yeah, I don't think he's got an X account. Hey, dude, imagine. Okay, Iggy Azalea comes in the space and this shit goes fucking bonkers. Imagine Barron Trump makes an X account and starts tweeting about this shit. Might get silly. Might get real silly. Oh, man. Oh, I hope so much. All right, what else do we want to hit just before we're out of here? Out of here in just a minute here. Again, afternoon show. I promise you the worst show we've ever done. Worse than this show right here. No, real talk, I really want I really want to buff this show. I really do. I don't want to just get on here and ramble about whatever's going on. I'd like it to be tighter. I want some segments, and those guests that are coming, like the loose format, just chit chatting. That's for the weekend shows, right? That's for the afternoon show. This needs to be a little different. So expect that. Expect this shit to get cleaned up again. I need to get those removed. These are just, it's such an eyesore looking at just garbage collections. Hey, unless, man, if any Sea Dragon collectors or SK Girl collectors or Sunny Girl collectors are out there and you want to tell me why this is legit, hit me up. Otherwise, all I see is scammy shit right here. And again, happy to be wrong about that. Tell me. I'll drop your icons in there. I'll talk. I would owe you actually a little promo. I'll cut you a promo video. But I think it's bullshit. So, anyway, Punk's looking all right here. Not floor price wise, but people buying them. People buying them, man. Just keep your eyes on that too. Nice Node Monk sale. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Just feeling kind of meh out there, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, Lemon, there's more behind it for fucking sure, right? I hope people understand what a game these guys are playing. We are all being used, right? Us even reacting and covering that stuff is exactly what they're looking for. Oh, okay. Hey, Lemon, that's cool. It's good to know. So he owes him then. But Baron still has to go tweet or something, I think. Yeah, brutal. Shkreli's 3-year parole terms require him to give full financial statements and to avoid... Yeah, dude, I saw this. Yes. He might have fucked up. He might have actually legit fucked up. And it sounds like he funded this from an account like, okay, part of those terms, right? He has his accounts all like listed. They're on display for whoever it is that's looking into this stuff, right? That he's reporting to. I think he funded this token from an account that maybe wasn't visible to them, to them, whoever that is. But Shkreli might have gotten himself in trouble here. He may have. So this will be interesting. Yeah, something's really shady with all this, man. Yeah. So, this story ain't over, so we'll say that. GCR doubled back on Baron being okay and said only Trump. Then, no, Lemon, his account's always been like that. Only reason I know is because it was like that 6 months ago when I followed him. You have to be following him for a set amount of time, and then the tweets show or something like that. Because I can see his stuff now, and nothing changed other than I've been following him long enough. Right? It's not private. So, nothing changed there. But I am curious where he said that Baron Trump would be okay. I'm curious about that. I want to see that. Because then, I'd say, you got to pay up then. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong account. I think this is it, though. I'm sure it is, but... Yeah, but why, how can I see it? Like, even, we were chatting in DMs, like, even when you told me, I went right on his page and saw it right then. And dude, I remember when I followed him months ago, it was private. I followed it anyways. I didn't unfollow. I didn't think anything of it, but it was private, again, 6 months ago, something like that. Private back then, I followed anyways, thinking that would get me access to see it, and it didn't. But again, yesterday I come back and look, and I can see it all. There's something there. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, if that's what you mean, yeah, you're saying that changed? He opened it up where you didn't have to be following? Because it was that 6 months ago when I looked. That's why I'm following him, because I thought that would get me access to view. I think it's been that way for a while. All right, let's wrap it. Shame about the guests. Yeah, I got you. Huh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Hey, all it's got to mean is he goes back and forth. Like, 1,000% it was private then months back when I was trying to, view his stuff. Right? There was something it might not even been 6 months ago. Do you guys remember when, I think it was like some Discord messages or a Telegram group or some DMs were shared? It was about the market. Maybe it was Banana Zone shit. Right? But people were posting GCR, little excerpts from some other chat, right? And those were making the rounds, and that's when I followed him. But back then, his Twitter was private too. So again, I just feel like maybe he bounces back and forth. Anyways, though, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I mean it. I say it every show, and I really, really mean it. So thank you, guys. What do we got coming up? 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. We got the afternoon show, Henry and Joe. It should be fucking awful. Can't wait. I can't fucking wait. So see you guys there. I hope your day is excellent, guys. I'll see you later.